Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are taking a look at more Great League content for the Go Battle League, and I believe this trainer is using a triple Shadow team with Shadow Mawile, Shadow Ivysaur, and Shadow Gardevoir. So yeah, I cannot wait to see how that Shadow Ivysaur does. So okay, picking up a good lead. However, obviously still taking a lot of damage from the attacks. So in comes Tropius. So very interesting for the trainer to switch in Tropius against the Steel type. And a type that has a Pokemon that has Fire Fang as well. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Obviously, this Mawile is opting to stay in, so Mawile is going to go ahead and opt to shield this attack. Going to be a Leaf Blade. Mawile could have definitely taken it. I mean, I understand the shields because obviously Shadow Pokemon do take more damage, right? And Mawile is not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world to begin with, but I could have definitely taken that attack and saved the shield. So this Shadow Mawile is going to go ahead and go for a Power Up Punch, and it's going to hit in Azumel. Azumel actually shielding, afraid of the, I guess, Play Rough. In comes Ivysaur, absolutely is shredding that Azumel. Shadow Victreebel would have done the job as well, but look how much damage that Razor Leaf is doing. Absolutely shredding away at that Azumel, able to feint it with ease. In comes Galvantula, and you can see this trainer actually still has Frustration on Ivysaur. Honestly, it's totally fine. If you TM'd away Frustration, you obviously prefer having a move that is not Frustration, right? But, if you didn't, you could still get away with using it because you basically want that fast move damage, that's for the most part. So, jumping into the next game, that was a really well-played game as well. And I love triple Shadow teams. I've shoutcasted them before, as you know, so I'm really excited to see more of these battles. So going to be Shadow Mawile versus Shiny Shiftry, so definitely a huge matchup for that Shiftry. Shiftry is going to bail into Defense Deoxys. Out comes Gardevoir. Gardevoir absolutely shredding this Deoxys. Do have to watch out for the attacks. I believe Gardevoir could have taken it. What is it, Rock Slide? Yep, I believe Gardevoir, it would have gotten it low, but it could have taken it. But not wanting to take that hit, I totally understand it. And look how much damage, wow. Again, this Gardevoir also has Frustration. Obviously, we prefer not having Frustration, but if you have it, it still gets the job done. Yeah, Gardevoir can take Rock Slide, opting to take that attack and still feinting Defense Deoxys. So look how crazy this Gardevoir is doing. Cannot get to the Shadow Ball, but still, it did its job anyway. In comes Ivysaur, absolutely going to town against this Azumel. We saw it last game. So Ice Beam probably going to go ahead and shield this attack, and then Ivysaur will be able to feint this Azumel without having to worry about anything, except in comes Shiftry, totally fine. Looks like this Ivysaur is staying in. Going to be able to take this Foul Play. It is going to do a lot of damage because Foul Play from a Shiftry is powerful, but Ivysaur, Shadow Ivysaur is still able to take it, going for a Sludge Bomb. This will be enough to knock out that Shiftry. So Shiftry is opting to shield, switching immediately. I probably would have switched earlier. Was the switch timer up? I didn't notice. Maybe it wasn't. But anyway, Azumel gonna go ahead and go for the Power Up Punch. So this Power Up Punch is not going to connect, going to be shielded and boosting the attack as well. So even Fire Fang is still chunking away at Azumel. Obviously, it's not doing as much as it would because it's resisted, but still, going to continue to get the boost, and this Azumel is going to go ahead and go for an Ice Beam, I believe. Is this enough to knock out the Mawile? It does resist Ice Beam. I should actually Play Rough, and it's still not enough to knock out Mawile. So Mawile is actually able to feint that Azumel. So that was crazy. Really well played. You love to see it. I love to see it. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, as I said, Frustration on all these Pokemon. Obviously, if you did TM away Frustration, go with those Pokemon. But, if you have it, you have it. You use it for the fast move damage. So it's going to be Shadow Mawile versus another Shiftry in the lead. Definitely picking up a positive lead. Shiftry is going to bail into Altaria. Out comes Gardevoir. So it's like you have an answer. As if you win the lead, it's going to be very difficult to lose the battle because you have answers in the back to whatever they bring in, right? You have Gardevoir for this Altaria, you have Ivysaur or Victreebel, whichever one you want to go for. I like Victreebel for Azumarill, so it's absolutely crazy. You have that Mawile for Registeel. So, wow, this Gardevoir absolutely shredding that Shiftry. I cannot believe Shiftry came in against it, and then the opponent is going to leave that game. So, wow, crazy. Absolutely crazy. I love it. I love it. I love Shadow Teams. I love how much the fast move damage does. I might try Shadow Teams myself when Great League begins again. This is obviously an older battle, but absolutely insane. You love to see it, right? You love to see it. So, Mawile, is he going to pick up a favorable lead? He is. Meganium. Okay, so Meganium probably going to want to switch out of this. Going to switch into a Zoom out. Okay, here comes the Shadow. Ivysaur able to shred. Now, obviously, you do have to watch out for the Ice Beam. That would probably be enough to knock out Ivysaur. So, oh, no shield. Okay, let's see if it's enough to knock out Ivysaur. It is an Ice Beam. It is not enough to knock out Ivysaur. It does do a lot. Can the Bubbles pick up the knockout, or will Razor Leaf knock out a Zoom out? Razor Leaf still knocks out a Zoom out, not having to burn a shield, able to beat that Zoom out. That is absolutely crazy. Gonna go ahead and go for Sludge Bomb. I guess Ivysaur is probably more tanky than Victreebel, so maybe he's onto something. For using Ivysaur instead of Victreebel. So, okay, fainting down with Lock On, totally fine. In comes the Fire Fang. Mawile going to be able to go for the Power Punch, not before a Charge Attack coming through. Going to shield this one up, even if the Power Up Punch is shielded, it doesn't matter. You want it for the attack boost with the Fire Fang, so let them shield this all they want. It doesn't matter. They are going to go ahead and shield that, totally fine, and Fire Fang is just absolutely eating away at this Registeel. Can Registeel get to a charge attack? It can, barely, but it can. We know what's in the back. We know it's going to be Shiftry. Gardevoir is going to be able to handle Shiftry just fine, as well as Mawile. Opting to shield, it's going to be a Flash Cannon. In comes, actually it's not Shiftry, excuse me, it's Meganium. But, so this Mawile is going to go ahead and go for the Power Up Punch against Mawile. Going to pick up a shield, totally fine. Able to absolutely chunk away at this Meganium. Even if it's Earthquake and it knocks out Shadow Mawile, so be it. So what? It's Frenzy Plant. That's actually not enough to knock out Mawile. And Mawile is going to get to a Power Punch. Could have fainted with Fire Fangs, but that's totally fine. This Mawile is going to be able to knock out that Meganium, and in comes that Registeel, which literally has like no health left. And he's going to be able to win that one. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's see what the next game has for us. So I'm curious, like, I kind of want to see him lose a lead to see how he plays it, like Azumel as the lead. Let's see. Maybe that will happen. I don't know. So it's going to be that Shadow Mawile versus Skarmory. So picking up another lead. That Skarmory probably going to bail. Let's see, maybe it's staying. Maybe this is the Caleb Pang team and he has double grass in the back. If so, the Shadow Mawile is going to run through that entire team. But we'll have to see. Obviously, if I saw the Skarmory stay in, I would probably assume that that's what's team he's running. But we'll have to see. Yep, he's going to go ahead and shield this. Even though Mawile can take Sky Attack, if you expect double grass in the back, you might as well shield that. So this Fire Fang can just go to town. Let's see, Shiftry and Meganium coming in. It is going to be a Wishcash. So it is not Caleb Pang's team, but in comes Gardevoir, not bringing in that Ivysaur just yet. Okay, in comes Registeel. So Registeel is going to go ahead and get to a charge attack. Probably going to let this one go. Yep, going to let it go. It is going to be a Flash Cannon, probably enough to pick it up. Yeah, so able to pick up the knockout, but still has health again on that Shadow Mawile. So Shadow Mawile is going to go ahead and go for the Power Up Punch. This should definitely be game, because the Fire Fang is going to be able to take care of the Registeel, and you have the Ivysaur in the back for the Wishcash. Obviously, you don't want it to get the Blizzard, but you know, it probably shouldn't get the Blizzard. Now, I would throw a Power Punch, even though you don't have to, because you want to stall out time, stall out the switch clock, so that Wishcash cannot farm up energy. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and throw that Power Punch, which is a good play. And Wishcash coming in, but the switch timer is up. Wishcash is going for a charge attack. Good. Let it go for a charge attack. Let it knock out the Mawile. Who cares? In comes Ivysaur. There's no way that Wishcash is getting to a Blizzard in time. Maybe he could have barely gotten to it if he didn't throw that, but I mean, he had to try and knock out the Mawile some way, somehow. He didn't know Ivysaur was in the back, so able to win that, and that's like a 5-0 set, isn't it, with a Shadow Team? Yep, 5-0, beautiful. I loved it. So he's onto something with Ivysaur. So, you know, I teamed away Frustration and a bunch of Pokemon, so I definitely want to try it out. So congratulations on the 5-0 set. I know it's from months ago, but it's still amazing to see. And yeah, so I'll probably try out this team myself, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I will see you all in the next video. I hope you all have a good day. Bye.